We love hip hop.
They say they've never given you some problem. Got those headphones right there.
I won't even call it a problem. Just a weird. Trying to weird me out. It's like, oh man. Yeah, that's all good.
I said, yo, wait a minute. Stop there, black man.
You know what I mean? And all them tints and that nice looking fucking car of yours. How do I know? How do I know you didn't steal this? Like, that's basically what he's saying to me. And I'm like, wow.
You fit the description that they say.
What? Like, no. And then when he, you know what I mean? You go look me up, I'm cleaner than a baby's bottom.
You know what I'm saying? There has been reports of breaking and entry in the area. You know them ones there when they try to pull one of those?
Yeah, you're like, well, it wasn't me, dog. I don't need to break in nothing.
You know? They start mentioning to you, like, okay, like just before we even get into anything. And it'd be funny how when cops are pulling over black people, they like to give you an update on crimes that are happening in the area. Pretty much. You know, there has been an escalation of breaking and entries in the area. It's like, well, I did not know that, officer.
Thank you for letting me know.
You know what I'm
but I do not fit the description.
Yeah.
Right?
But they're giving you, can you give me the weather update too while you're at it?
and the traffic? Bro.
It's just convenient, you know what I'm saying? Like,
man, I don't even want to talk about their energy. I don't even want their energy on me.
Yeah. You know, there has been a spike of joggers in the area lately, and, fitness. Like.
Right? And that's the thing. It was like, and then you don't give me anything. You know what I mean? Like, you just really just wanted to see who I was. It was just, you know what I mean? If I was still doing the rap thing like that, I could understand. But nah, man, I'm on my sidewalk shit.
Wait a minute, hold on. I don't understand that statement. If you're doing the rap shit as a rapper,
well, then you would.
Your occupation is rapper. Why are you pulling me over? I make music for a living, officer. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, true. But like, it's the fact that not everyone would know you by your rap name in that sense until they know you by your govy. And then because maybe you're in small talk with them and then you start telling them, like, yo, I do music, or, you know what I mean? And then now you're telling them that. Yeah. I just was like, nah, nigga, I'm going to work. I'm going to work, right? I just work, where? Around the corner. You know what I mean? Like, and then asking me about my family and like, shit, it's weird. It just got weird. And I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Yeah. Okay, let's get into it, right? And then we'll talk about it, because definitely there's going to be a few being wild black type of things that we're gonna have to bring up in this podcast.
Oh, for sure, fam. You know I'm always down for it. It's just you know what I mean, dog.
We'll get into it.
Jeez.
I'm going there.
Jeez.
Episode 363.
61.
No, we're on 63 now.
We're on 63. Jeez. Oh man, though. I don't know, man. Who they think they fooling.
You're not feeling my mix right there.
It's not even you. It's a person who really like had the audacity to like make that.
Okay, before I get to the intro, don't lie. That kind of slap, no?
This slapperoo. It slapped the living daylights out of me. I actually love that record.
That record was kind of fire.
It is fire. Stop it.
Yo, bro. And it's funny because I went to go, my mix started a little bit later, right?
Yeah.
Because I wanted to go draw for it off of YouTube.
Yeah.
And it was gone, bro.
Oh, man.
So I had to go to my downloaded version because, I downloaded it. Where's my sound effect?
You gave them a little change.
No. I went and just ripped it off of YouTube,
right?
Okay.
Okay.
Because here's the funny part, and for the people who don't know, actually let me intro this. We are back. It's the world's most smoked out podcast. We love hip hop. It's the host of the most hosts, Friday Ricky Dread, that guy who smokes a lot of weed, all that good stuff. We're in the Visionary Arts Center. It's episode 363. Dusty Wallace in the building.
You already know, Scary Potter.
You know what I'm saying?
That's how we do.
Okay, so back to this AI shit.
Yeah.
It was Ghost 7977 or something that made the tune, right?
Okay.
The beat, AI.
Yeah.
Versus AI or voices AI of Drake and Weeknd.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
And the beat is a Metro booming beat.
Booming beat.
When I was doing the live on it the other couple of days ago, now from when people are hearing this, I was using the YouTube.
Okay.
When I went to start doing putting the shit together for the podcast together today, I went to draw for that same link, gone. Went and used another one.
Yeah.
Drove down here.
Yeah.
And went to go draw for it now while we're introing the podcast.
Yeah.
Gone. So as we speak, even right now, I'm
Universal.
Keep going.
Universal has gotten a hold of every platform and has pretty much told them, yo, zap, 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 unless you want a lawsuit up your backside. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's what's going to happen. That AI stuff, I don't think the music industry is really going to play with that stuff. Don't be trying that in the what?
Bro.
But see, this is where it came back to a lot of artists and labels selling their catalogs.
Talk about it.
I feel though that this is where the mistake could kind of happen. Okay, because I've heard through the grapevine, Universal is actually owned by a company called 10.
Okay.
Right? Which is out of China. Okay? And now they have a lot of people's music, like Nicki Minaj, Wayne's now. You know what I'm saying? Like, they got their catalog. What I feel that's going to start to happen is because they own the catalog, how they're going to remake their money now is by like putting it in ads for maybe things you're not approving of.
Yeah.
Now your song is like the spoke song for, could be something you're not approving of. You know what I'm saying?
Some kind of Nazi agenda or something.
It could be something. It could be anything. It could be anything you don't agree with. Your music could be in it now because you don't own it anymore. So I think that is where the spin-off of AI and them owning all the music, where it can affect a lot of artists in the future. Where like this is where maybe you giving away your music too early before you retired could be your downfall. Because if you're still going, and let's just say now they put your music in a movie that's not what you agree with.
And even like if you want to add on to the AI, way that AI could be used, right? Like if a company who's purchased the rights to your music decides, okay, these are the songs that we're reusing in movies and stuff like that, but I want to make new shit. And I own all of these things.
Yeah.
Can't they just take some of the vocals that were already on some of these tracks and then get some kind of computer nerd to just regenerate a whole bunch of new songs in AI?
Very much so.
So I own this catalog and I use this from the catalog.
But are they going to be fair enough to at least let the audience know that it's an AI album?
The funny thing is when we started the pod, you already knew because you seen the post go up and all that about this, right? Yeah. But if I was sitting with somebody who never seen any of that, and I just introed the song with "Loving the Crew" with Drake and the Weeknd, and then mixed it into this other song here, and then say nothing, and it was like, okay, let's just start the pod.
Well, they could think it's a mix.
Okay, but that's the thing, Yeah. But if I did it with somebody who didn't know, they'd be like, okay, they're just none the wiser, and I just keep it moving and not say nothing. Yeah. Then that's wrong, fam, because it's not actually them.
That's why I just asked you. I hope they're gonna be honest with the audience and be like, this is an AI album, and then let's say it's Little Baby. Little Baby's like, well, this is the original album.
What's the incentive to be honest?
Whoa. Through whoever.
If you're the label, like, what's the incentive for them to tell us that they're using AI instead of actually Little Baby?
So then what happens then when the person does Little Baby get to go? Does he have to now know this album and study and go on tour? Like, no, that's
a good question.
Right? That's what I'm saying. Like, Now the artist would be like, hell no, I didn't write this.
And these are trash bars. I wouldn't even said this.
Exactly. So now that will be the fight with the artists and now the corporations, because they'll be like, nah, bro, that's defamation of my character, first of all, because you could be saying some wild stuff on a record that I don't approve of.
Yeah.
Right? So I think that's going to be a little bit of a...
Right? You get Lil Baby on Boys Kiss Boys, where I'm from. Whoa!
That's what I was trying to say
I never
about...
made that lyric.
That's what I was trying to say about you don't approve of. That's what I was trying to say the artist might not approve of, right? Yeah. Like now your song's a spoke song for the biggest thing in like Europe.
Hey, yo!
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Sure. If the audience can understand what I'm saying.
Lil Baby's like, hey, yo, what?
Right?
I didn't say that.
I did not say that. You know? Like that line that Cannabis has where he's like, something about you ain't got enough style like me. You ain't got enough to eat a nigga ass like me. Yo.
Hey, yo.
If he said that now...
Just somebody out the corner, hey yo,
with the right, with a man just pokes his head around the corner like, hey yo, right, and then there's a big pause sign, right, because like back then that meant something like you gonna eat a person's food, right? But you say that now,
that's such a sus bar.
Right? You're in trouble.
You ain't got to... And the way he said it too, with like veracity, to eat a nigga ass like me. You're like, whoa.
Now.
Yo, Cannabis, chill.
Right? Now. But like, then you could say that.
We're all like this.
Right? Yeah. Whoa, that was sick.
Nobody said pause back then. No Dame Dash, pause.
Right? So... That's the part where like now, let's just say now AI, that's what AI did. You know what I'm trying to say? Like you have no control.
Yeah.
We're in a whole bunch of trouble if that's what's going on.
That's spooky shit, fam.
It's spooky. Real spooky.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So.
Well, listen, fam, I wanted to just try to slip that in the beginning of the pod just to see if you actually... had the new Aguan.
No, I'm a new Aguan,
you know what I'm saying?
Well, that's crazy. Two mans have beef and you can put them on a record. And they have no like they didn't even approve it. And they're beefing on a record. Like they're dissing each other on the record, but it's a number
or showing love to you, like piecing it up.
Yeah.
Mans are like, wait a minute, I still hate you, fam. Like, what are you talking about?
And now you're in a contract where you have to go perform it.
Oh, man.
With the person, with the next artist. That's what they're gonna do.
It's gonna be a spooky time.
It's gonna be that's how they're gonna kill hip hop. That's how they're gonna try and kill it. They're like, okay, hip hop only gonna live to 50 years.
Yeah,
that's what they want.
That's true.
That's what they want.
Yo, bro, you might have unhatched something right there with that one right there, eh?
Might have. I did.
They waited to the 50-year anniversary to bring the AI and get all the rappers out of here. Wow.
A rapper won't look like you in the next couple of years.
No, they're going to look like FM Mecca.
Or whoever they want it to look like.
Remember FM Mecca?
Yeah.
He came and went. They tried that AI rapper.
Yeah.
And they're like, wait a minute, he's saying racist stuff. We don't know if he's black or white.
Exactly.
All right, they'll figure it out.
Oh, they're going to figure it out, all right. But that's where it works. So you could be an AI and it could be a company built by a bunch of people who do not like black people. And they don't care because now they don't have to actually deal with the person. They don't have to deal with us. They just have to deal with the AI character that they created.
Yeah, straight.
That's where it's going to go. Man.
Spooky
kids,
shit.
Go to school.
Straight up.
Go to school.
Be computer programmers.
You're going to have to. And make your own AI rapper. If you want to rap now, you're going to have an AI character.
You better know how to use a computer.
You better know.
It is actually episode 362. My bad.
See?
You know what I'm saying?
Told you. I swear it's 361.
You know what I'm saying? On the last episode, salute to Sagittarius Shoddy. That was the episode that dropped on Monday morning.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Also, salute to the sponsors before we even get into this.
Yes.
Salute to the sponsors, Astro Pink. If you know, you know. Check them out on their website, myastropink.com. Or you could check them out on their Instagram, Astro_Pink. All right. They got the little quarterback that you see on the table right now, too. You know what I'm saying? And also salute to our sponsors, Diamond Club. All right. Deliveries all over the GTA. You can hit them up also on the 7 Days of Weed website. And they got flowers, they got edibles, everything that you need. Hit them up on their Instagram, Diamond Club _905. They will handle your order. Speaking of the delivery service and stuff, it's 422, fam.
I know.
Do you have any well, it's gonna be 420 when people are hearing this.
Yeah, for sure.
But it's the 19th now while we're taping it.
Yeah.
Will you have any plans for like the celebration?
No, you know what? My oldest daughter's born on 420. So, happy birthday to,
more life.
The hair geek. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right there.
Yeah, man, that's really it. You know what I'm saying? I'll be, smoking. Popping some edibles.
I'll probably pop out at Dundas Square at some point.
Oh, yeah?
You know what I'm saying? It was so much easier when I lived downtown.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now that I'm not in the center of downtown, I can't just walk over to the square. But that's usually my ritual on 420 is to go to Dundas Square. Yeah. It hasn't been the same as it was over the years when things weren't legal kind of thing.
Yeah.
Right? But I don't know. I guess it's still a tradition.
I'm not sure, but I heard Mississauga now, I think now they're either there's a lot of illegal dispensaries or something.
You see, you smart because I had that on the list.
Oh, see?
Right.
Sorry.
Right.
I just, you know what I mean?
No, we can get right into it.
Yeah, get right into it. It flows.
They didn't have any, 5 years ago, for the people who are watching this in other countries and stuff like that on YouTube or whatever, even though, I don't even know if this is going to be a clip that we put up. The thing is with legalization in Canada, across Canada, cannabis has been legalized.
Yeah.
Right? And that was about 5 years ago. Yeah. And in Toronto, they started, a lot of shops started popping up, dispensaries all over the place. Like legal dispensaries, because once upon a time, there was a bunch of illegal ones.
Yes, very much so.
Right? Except for Mississauga. 5 years ago, when everybody was opting in, all the different regions in the quote-unquote GTA, the Greater Toronto Area. Yeah. Where, Vaughan, Toronto, all these different places are like, we'll take the dispensary program. Yeah. Mississauga was the only ones who said no, fam. Yeah. So this whole time, Saga mans have had to go to Toronto to reach a legal dispensary.
Very much so.
Or use other means.
And their delivery services running around. And they do have, illegal ones, right? Right. Obviously, right? So,
but the thing is, they've been missing out on the quote-unquote government cash all this time. Like, why would you even not take it?
Because remember, before who was in power was Hazel McCallion. And the way she runs Mississauga, she's a German lady. You know what I mean? So she has a little bit of order to her whole way of setting up a city. And remember, she was there very long.
She was their longest mayor.
Right? R.I.P. to her. Mm-hmm. So the way she's always had that city, it's been very locked down when it comes to actual crime. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they have control on substances and stuff like that. Like, obviously, anywhere you go, there's going to be your crime and there's going to be, you know what I mean, anything illegal going on, right?
Yeah.
But as in a whole, for them as a community, there's a very strong, tight-knit community sense over there where money is like the infrastructure is more important to that city than to say a dispensary. Right? Now, what they're probably thinking is, let's build more parks in Mississauga. Let's, because they have a lot more space, right? They have a lot more housing going up. They have a lot more houses being built. So, but then if they really want to make parks and better attractions, I think their best objective would be to have dispensaries.
Well, it brings more money to the municipality, right?
To their city, and it would possibly clean up anything that is illegal going on in their city, right?
Yeah.
Let's just be real, right? It's a good look for them.
I think they're kind of late to the party, fam. Just the fact that they didn't opt in 5 years ago when everything was going on. It says here, I'm looking at an article courtesy of CBC, CBC.ca, right?
Yeah.
And somewhere in the middle of the article, it says Mayor Bonnie Crombie spoke in favor of the move, saying she had supported opting out in 2018, but now it's clear that cannabis is going to offer Mississauga, is going to be offered in Mississauga, whether legally or illegally. So she wants to ensure at least a safe product for residents, right? Because in the end of the day, if they opt out, it's not like people are going to be like, we're not going to smoke weed. It's legal. Doesn't even make sense, fam. Like, they played themselves, to be honest, fam.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But it also, you got to remember now they got someone else who's a little bit younger, Bonnie. Mm-hmm. Bonnie's a little bit younger, and you know what I mean? She seems like she's earned her position, and she seems like she's going to be there for a long time. So if she wants the people's votes, I think that would be one of her best moves for that city.
Yeah.
And keep their wealth under wraps. You know what I mean? Because they're a wealthy city. Let's just be real.
I wonder if they're saying how much more money that this will bring to the area. You know what I'm saying? Because this is a multi-billion dollar industry out here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even like when you look around Toronto, fam.
Everywhere.
Okay, here's some numbers. There is more than 1,700 legal stores across the province, and the sector contributes 13.3 billion to Ontario's GDP.
Yeah, man,
it's crazy.
So she knows what value it brings.
Yeah,
right. And what it is that I hope what she did was give the illegal ones a chance to have a legal one. Especially if they haven't gotten caught or, they had any raids or anything, give them a chance. Like, you should actually give them a chance. Like,
let them join the lottery or whatever they have.
Yeah, because people were already used to them. So now for you to the same building they were in, and then after make it a legal one, come on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right? So, and they were actually like employing people and stuff like that. Even if they're illegal, they're employing people.
Yeah.
People are feeding their families off of that.
Now they can legally employ people because if, like, Mississauga is a big place.
Very.
Right? If Toronto, you can't walk a corner without tripping over one, a dispensary, right?
Yeah.
Imagine how many they can build in Mississauga, which in turn employs how many more bud tenders and managers and cleaners and all types of stuff.
Yep. A lot of people.
Right? If you open a dozen and 4 jobs are there per each dozen, that's another 28 jobs right there.
And it gives also the bigger companies a chance to expand there too.
Yeah.
Let's say Cookies. Cookies goes over there now, second store, Mississauga by Square One.
Over. Or 48 jobs there. My bad. My math is off. I know y'all gonna jump in the comments like,
it's 48 Friday. I want to go back to school.
But yeah, you know what I'm saying? But
yeah.
There's only bonuses that can happen from this shit.
For that. Yeah, of course.
You know what I'm saying?
That's huge. That's a good look.
Well, listen, happy 420 to everybody out there,
happy
man.
420.
You know what I'm saying? We are the world's most smoked out podcast, even though that hasn't been the most profitable sometimes in the past. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But at the same time, salute to the sponsors. We always keeping us toasty. Shout out to our sponsors, Astro Pink, always coming with that loud. Check them out on their website, myastropink.com, or you can hit them up on Instagram at astro_pink. If you know, you know.
Toasty.
One thing before we get into some more topics, I want to know, since the last time I seen you, like, how was your weekend, all that, fam?
Yo, it's good, man. I've been, where did I go? Shoot, it's been a minute now. I did something
over the weekend.
Yeah, it was creative. It was creative. Yo, man, I just been honestly just always keeping it positive. Anything that I'm doing, and I'm in that mind frame of just like be happy, attract the most positive things to me.
Yeah.
And if certain things aren't being attracted, I just work harder on my manifestations. And you know what I mean? And that's it, man. Just keeping myself really, really occupied, continuing, to show up on time and take my position serious. You know what I'm saying? And just keeping myself healthy.
Okay.
I mean, what about you?
I had an interesting weekend. You know what I'm saying? I did more family time thing. Me and my girl.
Yeah.
It was Greek Orthodox Easter,
Yeah,
right? Or Orthodox Easter.
Remember,
right?
I showed you that.
Right?
I was like, yo, oh, yeah.
So the Friday night, we went to a Greek Orthodox church, and they had the mass, and like you're there, and the men stand on one side, the women are on one side, the women stand on another side of the church, and you all hold candles and stuff at one point, and we light the candles, and then everybody comes outside of the church, right? So it's deep. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody's outside the church with candles. People are driving up the street, like past there, like you know what I'm saying? Like it's an elaborate thing. But then like the next day, like they had to get together and stuff like that, and this big barbecue thing going on. And I even put it up on my Instagram stories.
I seen it. A
big
what is it? A pig though?
No, it wasn't a pig. People were asking me in the DMs, "Yo, what at? What at?"
It looked like wow.
It was a lamb, bro. Whole lamb.
Yeah,
crazy.
Whoa,
it was delicious.
Are you supposed to eat lamb though around?
Greek Orthodox is
it's a different thing, eh?
Yo, fam, the lamb was delicious, but really and truly, just seeing the whole thing, the head. Yeah. I could see like his eyes are open on
he's looking at you. Looking at you like
the teeth are out.
Like,
it was wild.
Man.
And apparently you eat the head too.
Yeah, they eat everything.
I didn't like
No.
I think we had went in the front to smoke some cigarettes at that point, and then when the brains were being passed around, pause. You know what I'm saying? So, but like it was an experience. I enjoyed it.
That's good.
You know what I'm saying?
Yo, it's good to go to other cultures and see what we would think of them, what you even never thought of them, and you know what I mean? You were probably the only black guy there.
I was.
Hey, black guy. Hey.
No. They were cool. They didn't make me feel weird. Or anything like that. Yeah. Her family's super cool. Sweet.
Good.
You know what I'm saying?
Good.
But I wanted to let the people know who are asking on Instagram and stuff about that too.
It wasn't a little piglet.
No. And even if it was, I eat pork, but like seeing like a pig on a spit like that, I don't know if I would have eaten that pork that day. You know what I'm saying? But it was lamb, so delicious.
Delicious, yeah.
I got some news stories for us. Oh, actually, some announcements, quick, fast also. Lloyd Banks and Peter Jackson, they're going to be performing over at the Opera House on the 21st, okay? No, on the 20th.
No, tomorrow.
Tomorrow night. Right? Or tonight, right? For the people who are listening to this. So if you're catching this in real time, for the people in the listening audience, it's going on from 7 p.m. to 12. Lloyd Banks is in town. We'll be in attendance. We'll be over there. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be some late night 420 celebrations. And as usual, To Be Famed Later is going down the last Friday of this month. Let me make sure just to give y'all exactly which Friday that is. Where's my mouse? Sorry. What is the Friday? Friday is going to be the 28th. All right. So at the Cathedral, that's the 54 the Esplanade. All right. A whole bunch of performers are going to be there, and we're going to be streaming it live on our Twitch.
Yes.
I think I'm over the announcements here. Okay. So I'm going to get a little somber here.
Okay.
Kansas City shooting. Okay.
Oh.
Now, Kansas City homeowner pleads not guilty to assault in shooting of a black teen. All right. Now, this is an update on the shooting that happened in Kansas City. 84-year-old man. He was at home.
Yeah.
This 16-year-old child he rang on his doorbell. Yeah. And nobody answered. And I guess, I don't know if he went to even try to open the door or if he knocked on the door.
Yes.
But as soon as he seen somebody appear in the thing, shots were fired. Yep. He got one shot to the head and one shot to the chest. Yeah. Through the glass.
Fuck.
Okay. He's alive. Right? And this is in the nighttime too. This is around 9 o'clock at night. Yeah, but he thought he was going to his cousin's house, but he was at the wrong address.
How? You know what I'm saying though? Like how?
That happens sometimes, fam. You're at the wrong address. Even when you think you're at home and you're like, you get like, I've done it in a building, get off of the wrong floor of the building.
Yes, that's possible.
Right now you're at the door and you're trying to open the door.
And if he's in one of those housings, kind of you know,
Right?
I don't know though, man.
So the guy said, like, as far as okay, so I'm gonna read a little article that's here from what is this now? Courtesy of MSN.com. Kansas City homeowner pleads not guilty to assault and shooting of black teen. Liberty, Missouri. Rotor. Okay, so an 84-year-old white man, I don't know why they put that, but either way, white man charged in the shooting and wounding of a black teenager who was mistakenly walked up to the man's house in Kansas City, pleaded not guilty to felony charges on Wednesday during his first court appearance in the case. Andrew Lester, who would face maximum sentence of life in prison if convicted of first-degree assault as charged for shooting Ralph Yarl, 16, in the doorstep of his suburban home last Thursday night. He also was charged with armed criminal action, punishable with 15 years in prison. He entered a not guilty plea, to both counts during a brief arraignment in a Clay County courtroom, online records showed. The defendant is slightly hunched. He was released on a $200,000 bond. And that's all I got for now. Right? And I let you hear the story.
If he gets off that one, America's doomed.
Was it racially motivated?
I just think it's just insanity. Like, yeah, and he probably does he have a video cam?
Well, from what their reports were saying before, that the reason he was saying, because they let him go from the police station when it first initially happened, right?
Wow.
Before giving him arrest, because they have like a stand your ground law and stuff like that. Okay, he felt that this person was trying to break into his home, and because he's an 84-year-old man, he didn't have the means to be able to. He wouldn't have the means to be able to fight him back physically. Yeah. So this is what he went and draw for his gun.
Yeah, he just fired.
Exactly. That's his argument in the case. But that's why they let him go that night.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But they turned back around and said, you're arrested for this.
Yeah, because it's a kid.
Right? Well, and somebody got shot. Like,
yeah, it's a kid.
Yeah. 16-year-old kid. Apparently he was 6 feet tall, which I don't think it makes a difference. But for what this man is saying, like, I guess he felt threatened. Tall black man at his door. Would it be the same if it was a tall white man at his door?
Well, anything at night would appear dark, right? Let's just be real, right? So,
like, let's examine this not from a black man's point of view, but like
just
super objectively.
Yes, from the other side of the corner.
Yeah, like, you're in your crib, Kansas City, Missouri. You're like, suburban area. You got the blicky. You're allowed to have it.
Yes.
You see somebody knocking at your door. They might fidget with a thing. Aren't you doing the same shit? Black or white, fam?
Yeah. You're getting your noodle all over the place. But I'm saying, like, I want to know: did he have a cam, a doorbell cam? If he had a doorbell cam,
good question.
If he has a doorbell cam, he has to go to jail. Okay.
Why?
Because he looked at that doorbell cam. There's nothing. And if they let him go, he had enough time to break it or some shit, right? So if he says, it wasn't on, that's a lie. He has to go to jail. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the only thing. If he has a doorbell cam, bro, you're going to jail. But if he had no doorbell cam and somebody, because the kid was feeling like that's his aunt's home, and normally the door is open.
His cousin or his family.
Yeah, his family. So they're expecting him, so he can walk in.
Yeah.
Right. So it had to be the house next door to this house where his aunt or anybody lived. Right, his cousins lived, or his brother, and sister. He was going to pick them up.
I haven't gotten that information yet. Like, if he wasn't even in the right neighborhood.
See, this is where they're gonna flip the story on us now. So we don't even have that information.
Right.
Okay. So there's a lot. There's a lot. I couldn't just speculate I can't make up a story. You know what I'm saying? But what I can say is, if he had a doorbell cam, bro, you're going to jail.
Because you can see clearly that this person's not trying to break into your home.
Or you can see that they are.
Yeah.
One or the other, right? Like, I'm just being real. Now,
before you continue, can we also take into the account, and I'm not trying to defend or go against anybody.
No.
We're just trying to unpack this objectively.
Yes.
Can we take into the account that he's 84 years old?
Very much so.
Because that's old as hell, bro.
Very much so.
Your senses, everything's not there. You're scared as shit. You're alone.
Yeah.
Anybody's getting it who comes to the door unless like you identify yourself.
And no, you were expected. Unless you were expected.
Yo, I know when my mom Dukes was alive, anybody she wasn't expecting, she wasn't opening the door.
No, you didn't open the door. No. For what?
Right?
You know what I mean? It'd have to be your best, the best. It'd have to be.
And you might not even be sure. Like your senses are not there, fam. You might think it's somebody like you're just scared out at this point because you can't trust your own brain sometimes.
I hear you, but I'm not
trying to shoot him any bail. Like you'll let him out, whatever.
No.
He could be a super racist or whatever for all we know.
Yeah, and already has a pass.
Let's examine this.
And has a pass.
Yeah.
Let's say we find out and it rolls out he has a pass of like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Racial remarks or some shit. Yeah, you're going to jail. See, there's a lot to be.
That's a slippery slope too, fam. Because being an objectivist at this point with this, if in that scenario, like just singling out that scenario, he is like innocent as he says he is.
Yeah.
I was just shooting because I was scared. I didn't know.
Yeah.
Even if you have a history of mad racism, that still doesn't mean that you are being racist in this scenario.
Because you didn't know who it was.
Exactly. You just have to examine every scenario case by case. You can't use the man's past with that. You know what I'm saying?
But like I said, if he has a doorbell cam, he's in trouble.
You think that's the deciding factor, the doorbell cam?
Yeah.
Yeah?
You know
I wonder what the neighbors saw. That's another thing.
Yeah, you never know what anybody could see, right? So it's like, and you don't know how he has up the neighbors.
Mm-hmm.
Neighbor could be, hey, Billy over across the street, that's his brother-in-law. Hell no, he giving me up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yo, that's a crazy thing because I was listening to Van Lathan's podcast, Higher Learning, before you got here, right?
Yeah.
And him and his co-host, they were like going over it and they were like passionate. Like they were like, yo, black men are under attack here. You know, like white people or white supremacy is trying to kill black people by any cost. And that was like whatever the narrative, if you want to call it a narrative, they were saying in their reaction to it. But I really don't want to just look at it from a black and white lens. You know what I'm saying? Even though it's fucking Kansas City, it could be totally there.
It's very possible he wasn't even supposed to. But because then what did you have cousins or anything doing over in that neighborhood? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's probably a mixed neighborhood. I see it very, very, in this sense, black and white, but not like literally black and white.
It's just...
It's it's
clear cut.
Yeah, but it's very hurtful to know that a kid went somewhere and was really like, that's the story. He was going to pick up his sister or cousin or something, and that unfortunate situation happened.
Yeah, man.
That's very, very unfortunate, right? So I have to see this whole case roll out.
Yeah.
Before I can really be like, aha, I knew it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
because there's already protests. There's a bunch of things that are already going on down there in the States.
Yeah.
In Kansas and different people are like, the activists are all coming out now. Like, right? Like it's going to be a thing, right?
Yes.
And there already is racial tension. Like we have our share of racial tension over here in Canada and Toronto. But down south, we know it's like amplified 100 times over.
It's in your face.
Right?
There.
So like there's, for any reason, especially when it comes to like black people and white people getting into any interactions, people are looking for a reason to say, this is racially motivated. Let's ride.
Yeah.
And I just wanted people to like really examine shit rather than, as a black man, like let's take a look at it. And if it is, then let's ride. But if it isn't, then lock him up or give him whatever charges that he's, or convictions he's supposed to get. And let's keep it moving on to the next thing.
When I seen the case, I was like, what happened? You know? And, I seen a couple rappers post the kid.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, whoa. So I looked into it. And then I seen it was like, where it was, where it happened. I didn't see any protests yet.
Yeah, nothing visibly.
Okay.
like
It's more online.
There's people talking online, and I think that there might have been. It's just that I'm not super tapped in to see all of the different media of whoever's marching anywhere. I didn't see any marches
neither.
You see
how they take your focus off of really what's going on?
Tell me.
Like, there's about to be a war.
There's about to be, isn't there one already going on?
Well, if
we're supporting one.
Okay, if the dollar drops, there's World War III.
Right.
Right? If trying, they take it over, it's over.
Yeah.
Right? So it's like losing a war. Okay? So that's going on. Other things are going on, like in your face. How do I say it? Pedo.
Yeah. Wild stuff
going on. And I'm not taking away from the black people right now, but that's where they get us off of our pivot a little bit.
Yeah, take us off our square.
Because now they put something like this in our face where it happens all the time over there. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And then, but they just made this one really, really, really like, Yeah,
no, I see where you're going. Like, to get us riled up about this.
But it's not that, like, we don't even have proof that it's racially profiled.
Yeah, and there's other things that we really need to focus on, even though this is tragic, as it
very much so is.
Salute to the young man, and recovery. I hope the recovery is well, this is tragic. However, it's not a tragic issue for the black race to have to tackle. Right? It's a personal issue between them, or like in that county. It's not a let's ride for Black lives because of this. If it's not really a racially motivated thing.
That, and also we have people that can go and deal with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, they should have certain, parties, sectors that can go and deal with that. Give that family the best lawyer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The assistance they need, even protection if that's the case. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then go from there. But then we got other stuff to deal with. Like, there's stuff like kids not going to school, getting the proper food to eat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Still. You know what I mean? Right here in our own city, if that would be the case.
A prison industrial pipeline.
Right? Like they want others. They're making, there's other focus.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we got to watch what we're focusing on in that case, right? And then taking up our time and thinking, oh, was it racially profiled? Because now what they want us to do is be like, oh, okay, this is how all white people are moving, or this is how all black people are moving. They're setting us up right there.
They want us to be pissed off at each other.
No, and we can't fall for that.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
It's divisive activities, basically.
They can't fall for that.
That's why I wanted to look at this objectively rather than let's just get mad and be like, yo, why them white people, da-da-da-da-da. Like, nah, fam. Like, let's take a look.
Them set that up. That's an AI blood clot youth. AI man and everything. Who knows?
Holy fam.
Who knows? So me sitting here and then wanting to be like, oh, yo, fuck them people there and da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
AI story.
It might not. You know what I'm saying? Cause it might not be worth it for me to focus my energy there. Cause then all of a sudden I'm gonna start bucking these AIs. I'm gonna put my energy into them type, and then I'm gonna start buck AI people.
Yeah,
for real. Them start show up and I'm around me. You know what I mean? Cause I'm putting out that type of energy.
Yeah.
Nah, Nick. You feel what I'm saying? I'm putting out the real energy. So I gotta be thinking about my next step to, like, if the banks shut down, what's my move?
What are you gonna do?
You know what I'm saying? Like, like housing market. What, you know what I mean? You got to watch that. Where am I going to have assets? Not even in Bitcoin. I'm not dealing with that. I'm like assets.
Yeah.
What do I got to? So when they start to shut down our paper, start doing things where we can't, how are you going to survive? So they make you get off of those thoughts, start thinking like this. Then you're going into the rabbit hole, and then you mad at everybody you see.
Yeah. Especially when you take that compound social media with it, where they'll just put all of that stuff in your face all day.
Yes.
Especially from site to site. If you're a Facebook lover, oh my God, then you're inundated with all the news stuff. You know what I'm saying?
There.
Twitter, same thing. Instagram, they'll try to maybe give you a little escapism with a few posts here and a few, what do you call it, thirst trap pictures here and there. And then, a few agenda pictures in your face again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
News story here, news story there.
Yeah.
We follow a lot of blogs that give us a lot of dramatic news, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, what do we focus on?
And see, that's the thing. When you go up, they don't want to hear that. The minute you go low vibration,
oh yeah, algorithms is giving you all the love, showering you with grace.
You get new followers and everything.
Hey, you should see this,
right? But the minute you talk about God or some positive stuff, over.
Bro, you ain't lying, fam. Because even like when I see the numbers with the uploads, right? Mm-hmm. Some of the like uploads, like the other day when we, I guess quote unquote, broke the story about the top 5.
Yeah, it went up.
Up like crazy.
Yeah.
Our conversation about it, I'm glad that was the main focus, like us, like
speaking,
the message.
Yes.
Because people were like reading the comments like, say it again. Truth, that's facts.
Yeah, because we're not up here talking no dinkleberry shit.
Yeah. But the subject itself, made that, what you were saying, the low vibration subject, made that algorithm say,
But then we flipped it on them.
Hey,
though.
would you like to see this, guys?
Yeah, but we flipped it on them.
Yeah.
We flipped it on them because there was
had a sneak attack here.
Yeah,
right?
there was no low vibration coming out of our mouths, bro.
Yeah.
Peer up things. So even if he sees it, he'll be like, flip, man. You know what I mean?
They're right.
Right?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. No, fam.
No low vibration. Because where you have to go is high vibration in anything you do. You know what I'm saying? The minute you start going low, everything will appear low. Everything will be low. Anything you get will be low. Everything you do will be low. It would just be low. Your TV would be low. Every time you're like, turn the headset off. It is high as hell.
Nah, fam. It always reflects in our suggestions, fam. If you like to watch some murder, death, kill.
Nope.
Your next suggestions of what you should watch next will be right there.
Yeah.
Hey, try this next.
And then
whatever platform, Netflix, YouTube, wherever you're at.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, not good.
But yeah, man, salute to the young man there, Richard Yer, I think his name is.
Get well.
Get well, bro.
It's all the way from Canada, get well, man.
Yeah, man. I don't even think his name is Richard, but either way. Salute to you, son.
Yeah.
I don't have no top 6 this week, so I just have bare news stories. You know what I'm saying?
Good, dog.
I got a feel good one to bring us up here.
All right.
Lioness Kaur, We Love Hip Hop alumni.
Okay.
Manifested Drake.
And popped up on that. You would think it was photoshopped.
Yo, fam, the picture did look kind of photoshopped.
You would have thought it was photoshopped.
She's such a sicko, yo. I love her, yo.
Yeah, man. Ratings. All the girls in our city are doing a thing.
Yeah. And people, like,
women,
I feel they count her out, right?
Well, she has a different, unique, offbeat, MF Doom meets, you know what I mean? Lloyd Banks of Canada.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you just got to get with it. Some people, some artists, you got to understand, like, there's got to be different artists. If we're all sitting here sounding the same, bro, this shit's going to run out real quick.
Life ain't fun then, bro.
Yeah, like, I used to like listening to different types of artists. You know what I'm saying? You know, and then, or hearing them on a Tony Touch mixtape because you couldn't see them. They didn't have a video for it yet. And then after you'd go dig more in the crates and then find out they booming. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you got to grow with certain artists. You know what I mean? Hopefully this helps her.
Look at her smile, fam.
Yeah,
She's
man.
so happy in this picture,
man.
fam.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. And the man showing genuine love, dog.
Yeah, because he's been, for the people who don't know who Lioness Kaur is, because I feel like we're as the Toronto platform, the Canadian platform, we could just talk about all these different rappers. We're in the know, right? But we have people outside who are like, oh, who the hell are they talking about? We have a South Asian rapper or a South Asian descent rapper from Brampton. Her name is Lioness Kaur. Like Dusty was explaining, she's got a different type of style. But one thing, she got on the radar of Drizzy Drake, his whole team. They were showing her love in the comments and stuff before. Tory Lanez, when he was free, was showing her love in the comments and stuff.
Give her a little shout out.
Yeah, like he said, like low key, yo, this girl's fire or something like that. He said, right?
Right.
And you know, I did the interview with her a few months ago. Like she's been doing her thing, and one thing she's always been like, yo, she wants Champagne Poppy to know her stuff, and like, and she wants to know how much she had a list of people she wanted to thank. Remember that in the interview?
Yeah.
And she had it written on a paper that had her. It was a Remax paper. I think her uncle or something.
Like she won a Grammy already.
She thanked Chubb. She thanked
the whole of your team.
Yeah.
Which is cool, man.
So for her to manifest this, like to have the picture with Drizzy followed her. I'm sure he watched the interview.
Right.
He goes, watch this. I love you. Champagne Poppy likes it.
You know?
Right? Watch her here.
You're right. Manifestation.
My family.
What am I looking at here? I commented this, and 3 days later. So I guess.
Last second, buzzer beated them.
Boom.
I wanted to tell you, I love you, man. Thank you for everything. More life. We wouldn't be nowhere without our fearless leader.
And for the people who are in the listening audience, this is this is Drake giving a happy birthday to Lil Wayne, okay? Not Lioness Kaur.
Stacks like Panama, y'all ain't no challenge, bro.
Yo, I'm not mad.
She riding one of them West Coast meets Detroit meets. You guys don't even know, Nick.
Yeah.
Not that one, dog. Stop this.
No, man, this is a good look for her. Like you're saying, I really hope that this helps with her career and helping everything move forward. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I feel like there's people who are riding for her in the city because they genuinely, they like her, they like her music. Yeah. And then some of these people who jump in the comments and stuff, they're just trying to troll her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. But you know what? Just keep working at your craft. Build it. They'll tap in sooner or later. They become a fan. You know what I mean? Sometimes when they can't beat them, they join them.
Facts. And even with her, I feel like she's one of the nicest guests that I've interviewed. You know what I'm saying? Like, as far as like
genuine,
nice people.
Person, yes.
Yeah, man. Like
human being.
Yeah, she had such a nice energy. Like,
that's good.
She don't want to hurt nobody.
She seemed like that too.
Yeah.
And, you know what I mean? Like, me watching the interview, I was like, you know what? I like this person.
She give that vibe. I don't bother nobody. I just want to do my thing, fam.
Yeah. So that means don't bother her.
Yeah.
Leave her alone and give her more love.
Yeah, man.
More love will make the thing go, dog.
Yeah, man. Salute to Lioness Kaur. You know what I'm saying? It's a great look right there. I have another feel-good story here. Big salute to our sponsors, Diamond Club Delivery. They got delivery all over the GTA and a crazy selection of flowers, tinctures, edibles, and everything that you need. You can also check them out on the 7 Days of Weed website, s7daw.com, or you can check them out on their Instagram, diamondclub_905.
But there are a lot of artists out there too that are going to be noticed soon. Yeah. Just keep working. I feel, you know what I mean? I feel the same way about everybody. Like, you know, just get on the radar.
Yeah. And you know, even one thing also with the Champagne Poppy coinciding, it's great, but for artists, that's not everybody's path. Yeah. Don't make it your end all be all. Yeah. Or just one entity like, I got to get on We Love Hip Hop, or I need to get Champagne Poppy to notice me, or no, just grind. Right. And those things will happen along the way. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
You'll get the notoriety you need. Trust me. You want it.
Yeah, you know?
Trust me.
I got another feel-good story. You know what I'm saying? I got feel-good stories right now.
Let's go.
Duvy and Showtime go sneaker shopping.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, wow.
You see, it's not always bang, bang, shoot 'em, you know what I'm saying?
You have to go high vibrations, bro.
I'm trying, bro.
You have to. Trust me, dog. Trust me. all the time.
I'm trying to do some high vibration stories.
And you know what? There's a time and place to do low, but it's just what's the message behind it when you do the low?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? There got to be a message behind it.
Listen, I'm sure I could find a Toronto rapper who got murked or put in jail real quick if I go on any of these pages. So
is
I
it
won't.
R.I.P. SSG Sega? Killy's boy. He's from, like that. I know,
Yeah, R.I.P. to him. R.I.P. to him. Yeah, man.
That's low, but it's, you know what I mean? But it's not because it's like, it's life. So
yeah, man, pay homage. You know what I'm saying?
Paying homage.
But yeah, I got this story here. Showtime and Duvy. I'll put this up on the screen for the people in the viewing audience too.
Okay.
So we fucking pop, man.
My parties, fam.
How
much you spending today, gang?
Like 10 bands.
5-10 bands, eh?
That's flat.
Oh, no, try
Yeah, I have 36, 38.
Yo, the man's drippy, eh?
Got you right, bro.
What is this vest that Duvy's
No, we
wearing?
fucking bum, man.
Come on.
Wait, what is this? What is this? What are these vests? Because I've seen it on other people, and I'm not a drip king. Like, I'm the free drip guy, right?
It's not bum, man. No.
I don't know, fam. It looks expensive, bro.
Yeah, of course. I don't know what it is,
These guys are living, bro. Let us know in the comments.
Yeah. I don't know. I you know what? I will know about it in a couple of days, but it's just like, damn.
Yeah. No. Listen. This nigga right here is Drippy Dusty Wallace. Drippy Wallace.
I can slide through. I do this too. They shut down the mall for me too, But I just didn't catch this yet. But I'm, you know what I mean?
Drippy drip.
Yeah, they got me.
Showtime behind the camera. I'm looking like I just signed a $5 million deal.
Shit, you're about to though, bro.
But you don't know, we're going right back to the trenches with this drip.
You gotta manifest though.
You know we fucking bumping, nigga.
Manifest.
Come on, live in the city with it.
Come on.
Yo, fam, I'm feeling this. Like, Showtime's behind the camera. Mans are outside hanging out, just having a good time.
Yep.
Positive, bro.
That Toronto love.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not always about that bullshit, man. Not everybody beefing.
And they're happy and laughing and shit, bro.
Right? And you know what I mean? Everybody went home safe and everything good.
Yeah, bro. And the thing is, Showtime, he's big in the scene right now.
Yeah, Brody League.
Yeah, and Duvy, obviously one of the biggest rappers out here. So for them to be just linking up, like,
connect.
Yeah, and it also shows Duvy another side of him because you don't remember we review a lot of Duvy songs and they be serious. They're all like, whoa, damn.
But you could still tell he has a funny side to him. Like, you know what I mean? Humorous side to him. You can still tell. Look.
Yeah, man. Like he's still a young guy. He's I don't want to say kid, but like for conversation's sake, he's a kid. Like he still has the heart. Like I'm a kid, fam. Like. A lot of hard shit's happening.
Things that he always wanted, he's getting now.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Man says he's going to spend like probably 10 bands. He don't know.
Bands.
He don't know.
You know what I mean? Whatever it tallies up to, then,
Bro, like, I love shit like this. When niggas is like coming from the trenches and like they could just be like, what we're doing, like niggas is loving our shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We could spend some bands. We can go, like there was another post. I don't know if he has it up on his page. I'll go see if I can find it. Salute to Duvy right here. Him and his crew were like eating some steaks and shit at a restaurant, bro.
Yeah.
I was like, look at this nigga just living his life, bro. Watching Paint Gun.
Jeez, better be bundle. Yeah.
Oh, I think it's this one right here. Is it this one? This is all him and the squad. Is there a video? There was a video of him and the squad and they were eating some steaks, bro. And the steaks were huge, fam.
Yeah, like they're at Roots.
Something, fam. And they showed the lineup of all the steaks together, bro. And I was like, these niggas are feasting, just
that bill was
chilling.
Like $3,000, $4,000.
At least.
You know what I mean?
But like that type shit right there, even if it doesn't last forever, and I'm hoping that it lasts forever, just keep it running.
At least you live in the moment.
You felt that, fam.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
Right? And you know, there's peaks and valleys in the game, right? So if there's ever a time where like he's not as hot as he was before, he at least could aspire to that. Like, I remember there was a time when I was living like this.
Yeah.
If I can get myself back to this, even financially, I'm good.
Well, this is where you got to be telling them, save your money, though.
Save your money.
Get some assets.
Yeah. And at least you got that shit out of your system.
Get it out your system and then get some assets.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Get some assets.
Yeah, because...
Own something. Own a little store. Put some gear in it.
Yeah.
Give your boys some jobs. You know what I mean? Make some little money.
Bro, I'm really fucking with this. Like, I'm catching like this moment. I don't know what you call it. Because I've been watching Duvy, like, while I've been doing this podcasting thing, like, whatever, the last 6 years.
Yeah.
I've been seeing this nigga
grow.
Doing music from when he was like, literally like 17 pretty much, right?
Yeah.
He has grown up, fam. And like, besides his music getting better and all that, like, we've literally seen this man grow into a fucking a star. He's happy. He's doing his thing. Like,
yeah, man.
That is positive, fam.
Very.
Yeah, man. Salute to Duvy, man. Salute to K Showtime as well.
Yep.
I would love to say we love hip hop alumni, but you know, answer your DMs, guys. Well, I don't have to say that for Duvy, but Duvy forward is. You know what I'm saying?
Time. They know when it's time. They'll come when it's time.
I got a couple more things here.
They'll reach.
Hip hop. I'm gonna go into a little bit of a dark place here. Okay. Where's my sound effects?
Let's see.
Hip hop culture creators that are shadow banned. So I'll give you a list.
Okay.
Akademiks.
Okay.
Keeps It Solid.
Okay.
Hip Hop Daily.
Okay.
And more. I
You don't want to get too.
Oh no, you give me more if you could think of. I got one more.
Hassan Campbell.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who else?
Like artist. Charleston White.
But he's not a podcaster, but
he's had a few YouTube channels that have been taken down from time.
He doesn't even have one. He just goes on other people's now.
Yeah, because there's no use to even having a YouTube channel. Willie D, I'll put him on the list.
Okay.
I don't know if he's shadow banned, but because I do still see his videos pop up here and there.
Yeah.
However, there was a point in time when he had lost a channel because Willie D is this is what I feel, get the truth off his chest.
Right to the point.
Yeah. I feel there's a war going on, fam. And this is a touchy territory. I know that we're on a platform where I'm talking about the shadow banning, but it's not only YouTube that the shadow banning is happening. Like, Keeps It Solid, I'm not talking about their YouTube channel. Their YouTube channel is going great right now. You know what I mean? Solid 16s, you know, they're doing Solid 16s interviews and stuff like that. Yep. So the YouTube channel is not having as much of a problem that I don't know about.
Yeah.
But I know anytime that we do a story and I type in Keep Six to go and look up the story, how many times have I had to type in the whole thing?
The whole thing. Many times. Many times.
And this is for months. This is probably more than a year this has been going on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So what I've been saying to you, it's been an attack on us. That's why a lot of the views are lower on a lot of rappers' music right now, right? Would I call it a war?
Because if they're shadow banning hip hop culture, things that are part of hip hop culture, people make music videos, they have people smoking in the videos, that video is getting shadow banned. All those types of things are happening.
See, that's the thing. It's not your fault. It's not our fault, right? The thing is, where it is our fault, from our fathers before us, they didn't own it.
We don't have our own shit.
We didn't own it. We don't own none of these platforms, really. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you feel me? So there's a lot of discrepancy when it comes to anything we want to say. Because we don't own it. You feel what I'm saying? We don't own YouTube.
Yeah.
You know? Diddy owns Revolt. But if you gotta work your ass off to get there.
And even with Revolt, you have to buy that as part of a cable package to watch it on TV.
Right.
Most of the Revolt content that you watch is on YouTube.
Is on YouTube.
You
get what I'm saying? So
we're going into a space.
It's a space
where hip hop has to be like anything that's part of the hip hop culture, especially if you want your uploads on any platform, okay?
Yeah.
YouTube, chill out. I'm not singling out YouTube.
No.
Any platform.
Yeah.
You have to make sure that you PG that content or censor that content, whether you take out the curse words, whatever, as much as possible before your upload.
Very much so. That's me telling you guys, again, they're going to turn this into TV land.
But not just YouTube, everything, fam.
Everything's going to turn into TV. That's another channel now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you go over to another platform, it could be Rumble. That's going to be, Rumble's going to have their TV. So you go over to that channel, you could pick, they're going to step it up on us, right? So a lot of things are going to be accessible to children.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm all about, like, you know, your own speech. Say what you want to say. You know what I'm saying? Freedom of speech all the way. But you still got to watch what you say in your freedom of speech. You still got to watch what you say.
That means that it's not freedom of speech.
But you got to watch what you say. You can hold things to yourself.
Yeah.
Right? As a human, you should hold certain things to yourself. Right? So if we were smart, we shouldn't be telling them everything we think.
Yeah.
That's where I'm coming from. That's the space I'm coming from. You can't always tell them what you think, because from what then they know how to attack it.
But okay, and I hear that. But when you're doing different things like podcasting, broadcasting, where like people are putting radio station feeds back up on their YouTube, different things where people are giving their opinions, having debates about stuff. If the debate doesn't fit the agenda of what the platform represents, right? And these platforms are having agendas. They should be objective, but they have agendas. If it doesn't fit that, now your debate can get taken down. Or goalpost moving. So for example, you have somebody who wasn't canceled on your platform at one point. And now whatever platforms and different people deem this person canceled and anything that he says radioactive, and you should take his content down. Now you could have an interview from 2 years ago, 3 years ago that wasn't a problem, but because you have this person, or you've made titles talking about this person, all of that content's a problem. But this person has now become a problem in the internet world. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But they now moved the goalpost that all this content you made maybe 3 years ago about this person, including maybe an interview, can get strikes, it can get taken down, it can get shadow banned because you made content about them. You feel me? Like there used to be it used to be okay to make content about Trump until they said you can't use him in your titles.
Because they're moving the goalposts. So you guys we got to be smarter. Me and you sitting here and bickering about it, right?
Yeah.
Nah, we got to be smarter. We got to then turn around and know how to not let them know our codes and what we say. And we got to be hip to the game. Like, you know what I mean? Keep our audience hip to the game.
Yeah.
They should know what's to be said and what's to be unsaid and what's to be heard and what's to be unheard. See, they could put it together. If you got a smart audience, they'll be able to put it together. Let's just be real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not everything has to be pointed out, but we could point something out where they could do the rest. Problem solved. We all knew that, how to do that. You know what I'm saying?
And I think we're tame, fam. We're a lightweight compared to like some of these political pundits and stuff like that who get on these mics and they give super strong opinions on stuff and they go off. Like they have worse problems than us, eh?
But who knows what they are paid to do? Why they're there? Who's paying them? You know what I'm saying? There's little angles to this. Yeah. To this stuff, right? Like,
or actually, let me rephrase that. Not to interrupt you. Like I'm talking about like podcasts who dig into more of that type of stuff. Like we talk about hip hop most of the time.
Yes.
And we delve into like touchy topics and stuff like that in the streets and shit. Yeah. And that could be deemed problematic to the powers that be. But there's podcasts and different content places
where
they go really in on that shit.
Off.
You know what I'm saying? And some of the people we mentioned who are shadow banned.
And that's the thing. They have to get they're shadow banned. They have to get a slap somewhere. Yeah. Can't really stop their money, right? But they can.
They do.
They do.
They deplatform some of these guys. They take them completely off.
And they got to work back to get it.
Where's Sneeko? Sneeko's out of here. No matter whether you like his content or his message or not,
Can't find him.
he has a right to say it.
Can't find him.
Right? Until they tell him, yo, you're out of here. You can't be on our platform.
Yeah.
And here's the funny thing, fam.
Yeah.
Before he was banned off the platform, you make videos about him and it was okay. Right? It's the health of your channel, the health of whatever you're posting with Sneeko titles is okay.
Yeah.
Now they turn around, ban him from the platform, watch the titles you move forward, trying to put with the Sneeko guy's name in it, because now you could be problematic.
Yeah.
However, you already made a whole bunch of content before he was platformed.
Yeah.
That they're gonna go back and look at it and say, you have a
like,
problem with
yo.
that too. But you guys decided to deplatform the nigga. And now you're gonna go and fucking bad us for past content now that you guys made a decision on it? Are we supposed to go back and get rid of all the content? That's not fair, fam.
No, it's not.
Right? Like,
But if you already made a change off of the content, then you shouldn't care. Let's just say but you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. Like you made your dollars off the views and the ads or whatever. Cool.
And let's say you got to cover your ass. Got to cover your ass, dog. Got to cover your ass. Got to cover your ass. Take it off, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But
Put it in
who's next? We've made a whole bunch of content about John Tory and him and, you know, different decisions he's made and the scandal. Now tomorrow he could be in a SA pedo case or some shit. And now they have to scrub all his stuff off the internet. Anybody who makes a title with him is a problem. Now all the content from what? I got to go through the channels, find all the John Tory content?
Yeah.
I eat that thing, bro.
I know. I wouldn't want to do it, but if that's your way of doing your thing, you know what I'm saying? You got to do it.
That's crazy, fam.
It's like, okay. It's like if, you know what I mean, you got things laying around. Blah, blah, blah. You gotta get rid of it. You gotta get rid of it. You can't just be sitting around.
Because they moved the goalpost.
Yeah. You move the goalpost, but I need to kick this ball into the net. I gotta score my goal. So I'm gonna follow the goalpost, dog.
Now you're just giving me this vision of a man running down the soccer field and the field just keeps on getting longer and longer.
Yeah,
you're like, wait a minute, I thought I was right there by the goal.
Until I figure out a way to just
the goal just keeps on moving away and away.
Then I'm just gonna I'm gonna kick the ball as far as I can then.
Goalpost just moves in, ball goes out.
God.
Like, oh man, this is a really tricky field right here, man.
Right?
Like, damn, yo.
You know what
The goalpost keeps on moving around, fam.
Till you follow the rules.
Fam, like we can go on about this forever because until you follow the rules, and then they change the rules.
And then they change the rules. As soon as you follow all the rules, they're like, well, there's just one more rule. You're like, what?
You didn't read that rule in the fine print?
Oh my gosh. It's like when I was young and I wanted to go outside. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I had some chores to do. And then, there's like, I'm done them. And then there's one more.
One more chore, please.
What?
oh, you missed a spot.
Yeah, that can cause you from not going outside. That one anger moment cause you from not going outside.
Now you're like,
oh yeah? All right, you're not going out.
Throwing all the lawn equipment up in
You're
the
not
air.
going out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's it. Like
You thought you were going to be done and you could be out of here in the next 30 minutes so you can go deal with the thing. Nah, fam, you forgot this one thing is going to take you 2 hours.
yeah, but you know what? You know how good you'll feel when you deal with it with a smile on your face, and then your thing is still going in.
Like a slave? That's how I'm going to feel.
I
like,
know.
niggas, like,
I know.
what you want next, massa?
I know, but it's not gonna be like that. It's not gonna be like that because you got goals to achieve, right?
Yeah.
So anything you gotta do, you gotta work. So you gotta make it happen.
No, you that's facts. That's facts. Listen, fam, like I said, man, like I want the people in the comment gang, whether you're watching or you're listening in the audience, give us a list of other people who you mess with a lot, who you're having a hard time finding right now. You know what I'm saying?
Trust me, people have told me I'm Shadowbanned. I'm like, what?
You were saying this one before about your Instagram.
Yeah.
I noticed this at one point.
Yeah.
I put trap, because I usually don't have to put in much. I just start putting TR and boom, it pop up.
Right.
But one time I had to put in the whole trap.
Whole thing.
And then I went to Dusty Wallace and there was a Dusty Wallace account up. And I was like, wait a minute, this is not your account. Like,
Well, it is, but
but not
I
your
don't use
main.
it. Yeah, I don't use it like that.
Right? So I was
Yeah.
like, wait a minute, what's going on?
Someone shadow banned me
This is what I'm talking about, fam.
because I'm lit.
Right?
You know what I mean?
Jesus
It's all
Christ.
good though. It's all good.
Yeah, man.
It's all good. We'll get through them times, man. That ain't nothing, man. You know what I mean?
No,
Hold
fam,
on.
it's going to get worse before it gets better, but like it will get better.
Yeah, whatever. Yo, that's the thing. You have to go through a 1-2 before you know what I mean. You hit the real lotto.
Yeah, no, that's facts.
All right.
I got one more.
What's up?
AR Paisley is low key taking over. Okay.
Okay.
I'll tell you why.
Okay.
I've been watching his trajectory over the years, and we did have an interview with him up on the channel. I still might. Well, we did have one, but it's gone. Anyhow, this is from years ago though, and in that time he was like had his first few music videos out. He was maybe like a year in or so, maybe 2 years in.
Yeah.
And his video views were like, you know, in the tens of thousands.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He was doing his thing.
Yeah.
But over the, let's say, past 4 years,
Yeah.
you know, his Instagram presence has gone up.
Yep.
His,
he's going places like, you know, LA and stuff and doing shows and, you know, there's crowds.
Yeah. And he did a smart move. He linked up with RIP Sidhu Musiwala.
Yeah, the whole Brown Boys.
They were starting to do a bunch of collaborations together.
Yeah.
And low-key, AR Paisley, to me, has become one of the top Toronto rappers.
Yeah.
It's funny because he's part of the South Asian community.
That's a huge community.
A huge community, but because of that, it's a low-key thing. Right?
Yeah.
Not everybody like in the quote unquote culture and like the hip hop culture that we always talk about or whatever is championing this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All the time. Like people give him love. Don't get me wrong.
Gets mad love.
But he's not like always mentioned in these conversations of the top rappers. But when you look at his numbers, fam, he kind of is.
Yeah. Peel baby too.
Yeah. See, there you go.
You know what I mean?
You know what I'm
Peel
saying?
baby.
I should move to Peel. I feel like I'm an honorary Peel baby now.
You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? Look at these numbers.
Paisley.
Okay. Let me drink some of my coffee here. Okay, so this is 2 years ago, Lemon Pepper Freestyle. That was at 65,000, which is good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course.
Wayne Gretzky which is the song that we reviewed on the countdown. That was at 170,000 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay, but he kept on going. Him and Anders did a tune around a year ago, 182,000.
Yep, the numbers.
Right? Grind, 11 months ago, 1 million views.
Yeah.
Did you know that AR Paisley, we be talking about, yo, so-and-so went 1 million. Nobody's ever bragging about AR Paisley hitting 1 million, fam.
He hits them. Because he has a next one 8 months ago that, was it? Legends?
Legends with Sidhu Musiwala. Or no, it's a song about, it's a tribute to Sidhu Musiwala.
Yeah, that one's huge.
Or Musiwala, my bad. 1.1 million.
Yeah.
Okay? Now, Dizzy, that came out 5 months ago, 141,000. 5 months ago. The other one that I mentioned was 2 years ago and it did these numbers. This did that in 5 months.
5 months.
Now look at this one. 2 months ago, 245 or 254,000.
No, isn't that 25.4K?
Is that 25.4? Are you sure?
25.4.
Nah, fam. That's 254,000, my G. In 2 months.
Where? I don't see it on.
Look at the view count right there. 254. There's no point in between there.
Oh shit! My bad, man.
254,248 views.
My bad, air, man.
Right?
My bad.
In 2 months.
My bad.
You see
I'm seeing wrong.
Like if you were to put that on a chart or on a scale or whatever, the trajectory is going up. It's taking less time to get more views.
Yeah, because everybody's watching him.
Right? With a couple of million views. Like he's deserving of a, you know, besides We Love Hip Hop, like Forward. Like he should have been on Vlad TV already. You see how they drew for Casper?
Yeah, but
draw for him.
Okay, but he has more. Paisley has more of a low key story.
That's why they low key.
But he doesn't need to be on Vlad. Let's just be real.
Come on.
Not Vlad, bro. Not Vlad, man.
Or
Come on.
the big platforms that are over there in the
Come on,
States that are looking at the numbers of these guys.
If anything, Akademiks give him some love.
Akademiks should be mentioning him more
Yeah,
even.
that's what I'm saying. Like, if anything, Akademiks shows him some love because that's more of a platform for a guy like AR. He doesn't have to be like, have this crazy story behind him. You know what I mean? Like, we could just really respect him for his music and his grind. And that's what I feel he is. He's a grinder.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And you know what? You mentioned something right there of why he's not in the names or put in these lists. Because he doesn't have all the drama and shit like that.
Which is good.
But it is good. It's great. And he's still doing the numbers without the drama.
Yeah.
But this is also why how a lot of these guys, and this is my opinion, just a lot of these guys just ain't draw for him already. So, let me interview you. Let me talk to you. Like, if it's about the numbers, if you're looking at the guys who have the numbers, and this is who I want to interview in Canada, like if you're an American outlet, right?
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, this guy is obviously popular. Look at his numbers.
Yeah.
Right? Especially if they're organic.
Yeah, they are.
Right? Then draw for him. It's not about the numbers.
Well,
it's about how much fucking drama do you have with these numbers? You know what I'm saying? They're not doing think pieces on AR Paisley on YouTube. Like,
well, he doesn't need that. He doesn't need that, man. Look at this. Look at the crowd. Look at the crowd.
Yeah.
I'd rather that.
Me too.
You know what I mean?
I'm saying there's a responsibility. Like, we're here talking about him now.
Yeah.
Right?
Because we should be shining more light on these kind of guys.
Yeah.
Personally. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, it's not like these guys are not doing well and, this is why we're not talking about them. He's doing great.
Great. And that's why I feel we should talk about it. But I know what you're trying to get to. What else can we say about him, right? Without it being, more times it's negative if we're, not to say every artist is negative, but sometimes there's a little backstory behind them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To be like, oh, yo, so he went through this. Okay, cool. Well, maybe there is something about him we don't know.
Maybe he's not just bringing all that shit to the public.
Maybe there is.
He talks about shit in his raps and stuff.
And maybe we're not, and he's not going to ever come out and say it.
Yeah. I'm telling you, fam, if he was one of these guys who a part of his story was a bunch of drama, a part of his social media push, he had a few ops and all that.
Yeah.
Besides him having these numbers, one, his numbers would have been tripled.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, he's doing great, but his numbers would have been tripled, and everybody would want to talk about him, talk to him. What's going on with the super crazy driller, AR Paisley? How is it in Mississauga? And all these different things they'd be asking him if he was about the bullshit. But because he's just doing his thing, making great music quietly, niggas don't want to fucking put a microphone in his face. Pause.
See, the thing is, that's what he's he's a real artist. He knows how to stay away from that.
And I feel that people should be championing that and having conversations with him down south.
Yeah.
Like, hey, how have you achieved all this without the drama? And, what's your musical process? Asking him the same questions they would ask any drill rapper, let's say.
He needs to come here and you know what I mean? He needs to slide through and you ask him.
Facts.
Not to say like fuck the South, fuck the States or anything, but he has to slide through here first.
Yeah.
Then, you know what I mean? Speak his mind. Because that's a question you need to ask him. You asking me like nigga, like I'm him. You know what I mean? You need to ask him.
Yeah.
He needs to slide through.
No, fam.
Paisley.
I wanted to highlight him because I've seen a post of his, or maybe it could have been on Toronto Rappers or Keepsakes or something. It could have been on any. I think it was one of his because I follow him, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, look at the fucking traction on this post.
He has
right? Oh. And then guys like him, and there's other people, Toby, different people like that like, Toby even has a Juno and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They get their accolades, they get their love, they're making their money on their streams and stuff like that, but they don't get as much publicity as the guys who have court cases. And I'm going to even put that on me as a network producer and somebody who does a lot of news stories and stuff on my own.
Yeah.
And I'm doing this now. We don't put enough light on guys like AR Paisley and these guys who low key are doing well,
doing good stuff,
and doing it positively without the bullshit.
That's a real star to me, dog.
Yeah.
That's a real star to me. Because if I gotta be ducking and dodging and I can't book you for a show, fuck that. Or I put you on a show, like, you know what I mean? I book you for a show and nigga gets canceled by the white. Like, fuck that.
Now I lost my investment.
Like, nah, dog. Stick to, you know, I don't mind. I love the street rap. But you know what I mean? There's still got to be a filter to our industry that we don't really have.
And AR's not making soft nigga shit neither. He's making street rap without being in the bullshit.
Yep. Yo, fam, where he comes from on those sides of Peel, it's a serious thing still. It's not like no little hood.
Yeah,
he's coming from. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's Paisley.
Yeah, fam. It's a different part of the city. You know what I'm saying? And it's in a hot zone too. So, you know what I mean? He knows what he's doing. I know he knows what he's doing, and that's the real way to do it. Stay low. Stay cool, calm, and collective, and apply pressure and have your foot on the game's neck low, where mans aren't coming at you trying to beef you. They're like, they don't even know how to get a hold of you.
Yeah.
They're like, that guy. But meanwhile, you're there racking it up. You know what I'm saying? That's the way to do this.
Yeah.
That's the way to do this, bro. That's the real way to do it, I feel.
Nah, man, salute to AR Paisley. If you hear this, you know what I'm saying, share this, and for the people out there who fuck with AR Paisley heavy, let them know that we were talking about him over here on the We Love Hip Hop podcast.
He's a Peel baby. He knows what he's doing, man. He'll reach true.
Let's get out of here, man.
We love hip hop.